Alpha Insurance.
To bring in the new year, most people usually celebrate by eating some good food and watching some great college football. But today, that was tough for many across the nation, primarily due to an act of domestic terrorism in my favorite city. As you saw earlier, 15 people losing their lives this morning in New Orleans after a suspect intentionally drove his truck at a high speed down Bourbon Street. Due to the nature of the act and safety concerns, officials with the city of New Orleans and the College Football Playoff Committee decided to postpone tonight's Sugar Bowl at the Caesars Superdome between Georgia and Notre Dame. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey weighing in following the decision. He says the decision to postpone tonight's Sugar Bowl was made in the best interest of public safety. Lives were tragically lost last night, and we are appreciative of the public officials and law enforcement agencies who continue to work with great diligence to ensure the safety of the New Orleans community. So, right now, the 2025 Sugar Bowl will take place officially on Thursday afternoon in New Orleans inside of the Superdome. Kickoff on ESPN is set for 3 p.m. The early kick also allows for more time for the winning team to prep for the next round. All right, now a pair of college football games were actually played today. Let's start off in Atlanta with the Peach Bowl. Steve Sarkisian and Texas taking on Big 12 champ Arizona State. We'll pick things up in the first quarter. Texas down 3-0, but hey, not for long. They've got quarterback Quinn Ewers. He's going to find DeAndre Moore running the rail route right there, and he scores from 23 yards out. Texas on top 7-3. Later in the first quarter, same score. Silas Bolden, he fields the punt, and then this guy's fast, as you see right here, returns it 75 yards for a Texas touchdown. They're on top 14-3. Later in the fourth quarter, Arizona State down by 16. Sam Levitt pitches to Cam Scatterbull, and Scatterbull with the trick play hits Malik McClain, and he finds a seam on a 42-yard score, 24-16. Let's go to the latter part of the quarter. It's Scatterbull taking it in from 2 yards out. Touchdown Arizona State. They trail by 2. So they've got to go for 2 to tie this ball game up. And who do you give it to? Scatterbull. He makes one man miss, and he's into the end zone. We're tied at 24, going to overtime because Texas missed a potential game-winning field goal. Quinn Evers fires back, though, in the second OT, finding Gunnar Helm, 25-yard touchdown, 2-point conversion, good. 39-31, time for Arizona State. Levitt tries to throw the deep out on the near sideline and is intercepted by Andrew Makuba. Texas wins 39-31. Longhorns advance the Cotton Bowl semifinals.
The moment doesn't ever feel too big for our guys. As critical as a moment might be, as maybe we're not playing our best football, the one thing I know, their resolve is that they know how to really lock in and get focused and be at their best when their best is needed.
On the West Coast, top-ranked Oregon took on Ohio State at the Rose Bowl. And look, this one was not close at all. First quarter, we've got no score, but not for long. It's Will Howard faking the handoff, finds Jeremiah Smith. He dumps it off in the flats, and then he finds the sideline. 45-yard touchdown on the play. Ohio State takes a 7-0 lead. Later on in the first quarter, it's still 7-0, but not for long. Howard going deep this time. He's got Emeka Egbuka on a 42-yard touchdown. Ohio State up 14-0. More from the Buckeyes, up 17-0. Howard fires it deep to Smith, and he's going to haul in a 43-yard touchdown, his second of the day. Ohio State dominated in all phases. They had 500 total yards. Buckeyes run past Oregon by a final of 41-21. They'll take on Texas next week. Hey, let's take a sports media timeout. Coming up next, the Lady Bulldogs are back at home this week to begin conference play. We'll talk to Coach Diva Dawn about the A&M women next.
Now back to Fox 54 Sports, sponsored by Alpha Insurance.
Welcome back, everyone. The Alabama A&M women's basketball team, they played a challenging 12-game schedule prior to conference play. And in the process, they scored 7 victories, which qualifies that as one of their best starts in the program's Division I history. Now a new set of challenges await for the ladies on the hill. This week, the Lady Bulldogs begin their quest for a SWAC title with their first 2 conference games on Thursday and Saturday against Mississippi Valley State and Arkansas Pine Bluff, respectively. The Thursday contests are a new wrinkle for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Now, despite the change, Coach Dawn Thornton is still preaching to our ladies about achieving the ultimate goal, and with their team's success, fans will continue to fill the stands.
The momentum of the way that things are shifting right now, a lot of spotlights are on a lot of women's programs, and so just as we continue to get better, we continue to challenge each other and compete and focus on the big goal, and that's to win a championship. There's no doubt in my mind that these seats will be filled.
Tip-off for the Lady Bulldogs SWAC opener is set for 6 p.m. inside of the A&M Event Center. We've got highlights later in the evening at 9 p.m.